Bailey Park here in Uniontown. It's time for high school baseball action here on the WMBS YouTube page as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Uniontown Red Raiders. The Mustangs coached by Mike Smith. In his second year, they're 4-9 overall, 2-6 in Section 2 4A play. Uniontown 6-7 overall, also 2-6 in the conference. Dennis Martin in his second year as the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Brian Morozak along with you. Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Gary Frankhauser is going to join me for all the play-by-play tonight as well here on the WMBS YouTube page. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream, courtesy of Mike Kelly, Toyota of Uniontown, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, attorney Vincent T-Berry, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive here tonight. Both teams' only conference wins have come over Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands in a slightly better position than Uniontown since they play Ringgold next week, who's sitting in fourth place in the conference, but still an uphill climb. Looking at the section standings, West Mifflin at the top of the table. They're 8-0 in the conference, 12-3 overall. Elizabeth Forward 7-1 in conference play. They're 9-4 overall. Bell Vernon holding down third place, 10-3 overall, 6-2 in the conference. We mentioned the Ringgold Rams. They're 7-8 overall, 5-5 in conference play. Ringgold swept Uniontown earlier on this season. The Mustangs will play Ringgold next week on the road Monday at Ringgold at 4:30, back at Laurel Highlands a week from tomorrow. And that game, a 4 o'clock start at Laurel Highlands High School. Again, the Mustangs 4-9 overall, 2-6 in the conference, and Albert Gallatin bringing up the rear, 0-10 in the conference and 1-13 overall. We mentioned Uniontown and Laurel Highlands tied for 5th place in the conference right now, with only about a week and a half left of the conference regular season. The Mustangs swept Uniontown last year, winning by scores of 4-0 and 7-1. Uniontown was just 2-15 last year, and they were really on the rise for a couple of seasons, but have certainly struggled the last 2 years. They will try to get things turned around here in the future, and Laurel Highlands again plugging away as well, still with an outside chance at making the WPIAL playoffs. Take a quick timeout and be back with the first pitch. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown High School Baseball here on the WMBS YouTube page. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
This is Dr. James Stewart. I know that many of you have enjoyed hearing what amounted to pure nonsense for my kids for the past few years and wondered if I even existed. Well, I do. And we at Henry and Stewart Audiology have been serving the Uniontown and surrounding communities since 1974. And better still, I've been utilizing my kids for free labor for like 3 years. Well, we do indeed have 3 locations, Uniontown, Connellsville, and Carmichael's, and strive to give our patients the very best care. What? Did I miss something?
Don't forget our phone number, which is 724-439-4380.
Cares, you are just terrible.
Oh, Daddy.
That sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Brian Morozak, Gary Frankhauser back here at Bailey Park in Uniontown. The Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And Gary, are you with me here? I thought we had Gary, maybe not. He'll check in with us here in just a couple of minutes. Nonetheless, Laurel Highlands will bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's take a look at their lineup. Leading off and pitching, number 4, Nick Crouch. Batting second, the catcher, number 37, Braylon Choke. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 7, Noah Lyon. Playing first base in the cleanup spot, number 1, Sevi Vecchiola. Batting fifth in left field, number 28, Ramari Morgan. Batting sixth in center field, number 3, Aiden Milsom. Batting seventh, the second baseman, freshman number 10, Evan Lyon. In the eighth spot, Cade Censure. He's the designated hitter, a sophomore. And batting ninth and playing third base, number 15, Andrew Irwin. Defensively for Uniontown, they'll have Ethan White in left, Lane Smiley in center, Adam Kramer in right. Around the horn, Chandler Myers playing third, Elam Martin's the shortstop. Dom Petrovich playing second, Luke Resch playing first, and Braden Hinsey pitching to Connor Hebda here tonight. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the first pitch. Laurel Highlands at Uniontown High School baseball here on the WMBS YouTube page.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Just about set to go here at Bailey Park in Uniontown. A little bit of an early start. We're scheduled at 7 o'clock tonight. Looks like we're going to get going here in just a couple of moments. And Gary, really couldn't ask for a better evening for high school baseball. Game time temperature around 68 degrees. Clear skies, no chance of rain here tonight.
Yes, you're right. It turned out perfectly after all the rain this weekend. And things turned really nice for tonight. And, looking in further into the week, we might have some problems getting some of those games in later in the week, but it's a perfect night. Big crowd here at Bailey Park, as there always is for the Laurel Highlands Uniontown matchup, and we are ready for some excitement.
I think we'll see a lot of desperation on both sides here today. Both have slim chances getting in the WPIAL playoffs. Laurel Highlands a slightly better chance than Uniontown since they have the Ringgold Rams next week, and Uniontown's already been swept by Ringgold. But both of these teams have to take care of business here down the stretch.
You're right about that. It adds a little bit more pressure, but it also adds a lot more excitement. So the adrenaline should be high on both teams. We hope to see some quality baseball here at Bailey Park.
And we'll see the lefty Braden Hinsey on the mound here for Uniontown. Uniontown in their home whites, maroon numbers. Laurel Highlands decked out in their away blues with red numbers, gray pants, and white trim. And again, this is the first game of a 2-game series between these two schools. They'll play at Laurel Highlands at 4 o'clock tomorrow. That game both on the radio and on YouTube as well.
Yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, we have the Penguins on WMBS.
Yes.
So I'm sure we could have folks watching on live stream and listening to the Penguins at the same time.
We're going to get this game underway here at 6:42 p.m. It'll be Nick Crouch, the Mustang pitcher, leading things off. The junior batting .333 with 2 RBIs so far this season. It's Crouch, Shoke, and Lyon here in the top half of the first inning for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
A little bit of a shake-up in the lineup by Coach Smith.
Mustangs did win a non-conference game 4-2 over Ligonier Valley on Saturday. And we mentioned even during our broadcast last week, Gary, that the numbers have come up here on the Mustang batting averages over the last couple of weeks.
They sure have, and I think that has a lot to do with some balls finding some open spaces. They've had some batters that had very low averages but were hitting the ball hard, and brings to mind Vecchiola as one.
Well, Hinsey gets a swing and a miss out of Nick Crouch on the first pitch of the night. So just like that, the count at 0-1. Nice to see, Gary, the scoreboard on and operating. A beautiful sight out there in right field.
Absolutely. The wind's blowing pretty hard in tonight, so that's a little bit unusual here for Bailey Park.
Hinsey's 0-1 to Crouch. And that pitch in there for a strike as well, taking the count to 0-2. And I'm out on the deck here, Gary, so I'm feeling those winds coming right at me right now.
It's coming right into the press box, too, and it's probably a good 10, 15 miles per hour.
Now Hinsey's 0-2 here to Nick Crouch, just underway top of the first, and that one's high to take the count to 1-2. Again, Brian Morozak alongside Gary Frankhauser. We have Carl Childs behind the camera doing a great job, as always, on our YouTube live video feed. And now the 1-2 on the way to Crouch, just missed outside, even up the count at 2-2.
So Crouch making him work after going 0-2. Let's see what happens.
Hinsey working quickly. 2-2 pitch on the way is high, and we'll go full 3-2. So Crouch doing a good job to hang in there, Gary.
Absolutely. Make him throw some pitches. And on the Uniontown side, I'm sure Hinsey would like to get things started out here with no base runners.
Now the payoff pitch, Hinsey to Crouch, fastball line drive, and that ball is just foul down the third base line.
Right in front of you there, Brian.
Yes. Carl got a good look at that one. And would have definitely been extra bases for Crouch if that ball was about a foot farther to his right.
There's one of those we talked about. Ball hit very hard, just could not find a spot in fair territory.
Here we go again, 3-2, opening batter of the game. Nick Crouch for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs facing Braden Hinsey, and that's a breaking ball called strike 3.
Outside
and down goes
corner.
Nick Crouch.
And one you cannot let go.
And especially in that situation at 3-2. And that'll bring up Braylon Shoke, the Mustang catcher, sophomore batting .250 with 5 RBIs so far this season.
Moved him up in the lineup.
He's been doing a nice job at the plate as of late. Takes the first pitch here for ball 1. Yeah, we mentioned the Mustangs will see Ringgold next week. They only have 2 scheduled games this week, both here against Uniontown. And then the series against Ringgold next week, because the count now even at 1-1.
One down for Laurel Highlands here, top 1.
Hinsey will wind and fire the 1-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off. That'll go on to the softball field. The Uniontown softball team played their final conference game today at Oakland Catholic, and they were victorious. They'll hold down the number 4 spot out of the section. Both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands softball teams being in the WPIAL playoffs, which will start on Monday, May the 11th. And this ball chopped from Shoke over to short. Long throw over to first in time. Great job there from Elam Martin to get it over to Luke Gresh in time to retire Shoke 6-3 for the second out of the inning.
That was a strong throw, but a bang play over there at first base, and umpire had it just in time for the out.
So 2 up, 2 down, and I know a line coming to the plate. His average up to .387. A homer and 7 RBIs for the Mustangs senior shortstop. Hinsey looking for a 1-2-3, top half of the first. First pitch just kind of got away from him there, Gary, 1-0.
It sure did. It's a little bit of room behind home plate here at Bailey Park, so Wild pitches and pass balls could play a role.
I think more room than you see at Laurel Highlands for sure. 1-0 on the way. Fastball swing and a miss, leaving up the count at 1-1. Uniontown primarily has played most of their home games as 7 o'clock starts. And great to see, Gary, I know you're an old-timer down here at Bailey Park. Night baseball back in the city.
That's for sure. Old-timer is right.
Excuse me, the 1-1 missed time to take the count to 2-1.
A lot of good memories down here for sure.
I think you've played a lot of games in the city in your time as well, as the 2-1 is high now. 3-1 from Braden Hinsey to Noah Lyon. And now the 3-1. Fastball hit hard on the ground and through on the left side into left field. Now it'll be Ethan White with a relay coming in, but a 2-out single for Noah Lyon, and the Mustangs in business here in the top of the first.
That ball was hit hard right between third base and shortstop. No chance for either of them to have a play on that ball. So clean single into left field by Noah Lyon.
Now bring up Sevi Vecchiola. Vecchiola's average up to 351 with 5 RBIs, senior first baseman. Gary, didn't seem like too long ago his average was under 200. Now
exactly.
Batting 351. He'll swing at the first pitch, pop it up here on the right side. That could be trouble, and it will drop in right between Petrovich, Kramer, and Gresh. Lyon goes into third, and it's a double here for Sevi Vecchiola. Now the Mustangs 2 on with 2 outs.
Never stopped at first as Sevi Vecchiola saw that ball bounce in shallow right field in no man's land between the first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder. And he just kept going, picking up the double, moving line to third.
Now the freshman left fielder Amari Morgan coming to the plate, batting .300 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. Morgan has done such a nice job as a freshman. Well, swing and miss here at the first pitch from Braden Hinsey. And Uniontown's athletic director Harry Kaufman was up here earlier. We were talking, Gary, and he said, can't believe you look at Morgan's size and this kid's only a freshman.
It sure is, and as you said, he's had an outstanding year and only good things to come for Amari.
He saw some action on the mound Saturday as well, and the Mustangs win over Ligonier Valley. The 0-1 misses there to even up the count at 1-1 now from Hinsey to Morgan.
Almost clipped him inside.
Yes. Now, rare lefty-lefty matchup as far as high school baseball is concerned. 1-1 pitch, another breaking ball on the inside.
Almost got him again.
Did it hit him?
No, it did not. He got out of the way, but it was very close.
Now, Connor Hebda is going to come out here to talk to Hinsey. Those two will have a little talk, and might even have to put a little moisture here, Gary, on the infield, the way that dust is blowing up right now. Looking like the Sahara.
Tornado warning? Or?
Yes. Actually saw that. It was a video online about a week or two ago at a youth softball game. I was out in the Midwest, and they actually had one of these dust storms. It was like a dust cloud funneling through. They had to clear the field real quick for it.
It's treacherous for sure.
Yes. Haven't seen too many of those around these parts, though. Now the 2-1, Hinsey to Morgan, fastball high again. Take the count to 3-1. First base is open. You've Aiden Milsom, 2 up next for the Mustangs. Here we go, 3-1 now. Hinsey to Amari Morgan, high for ball. Force of 4 straight balls from Hinsey to Morgan to walk the Mustang freshman to load up the bases with 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning.
Yeah, strikeout looking to Nick Crouch leading off, and then a hard hit ball to shortstop by Show. 2 quick outs, but now bases loaded.
Some of the folks just joining us, expecting the 7 o'clock start. We got underway around 6:40 tonight. The JV game got done early, and they wanted to get this varsity game started. And now Aiden Milsom at the plate for the Mustangs. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1 from Braden Hinsey. Milsom batting .262. 6 RBIs for the junior center fielder. As Hinsey glances back at second.
Oh,
that pitch, a late called strike from the home plate umpire.
Got a bad angle, but looked a little high from here.
Count now even at 1-1. Bases loaded for Laurel Highlands, trying to bring someone around. 1-1 pitch breaking ball. And that one misses to take the count to 2-1. I almost think Milson was stepping out there on that pitch.
That was way outside.
Yeah. Now the 2-1 on the way. Fastball fouled back to take us to 2-2.
Good cut at that fastball. That was well within the strike zone, and good opportunity there for Milson to put it in play somewhere and hopefully push some runs across here for the Mustangs early.
They've added a lot more netting here as well around Bailey Park, preventing some of those balls not only go up into the woods but catch some cars as well. 2-2 breaking ball called, strike 3. So just like Crouch, you let off the inning. Milsom looks at strike 3. So we played a half inning. The Mustangs strand 3 here in the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
for personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,944.
If you're an athlete, you know the importance of a strong recovery. NovaCare provides several athletic training programs geared toward athletic-related injuries and collaborates with Albert Gallatin, Uniontown, Fraser, California, Jefferson Morgan, Waynesburg, West Green, and Mapletown school districts to help student athletes stay at their best. From coordinating additional specialist care to treating on-site injuries, their experts cater to your personal needs. Specialized services include concussion diagnosis and rehabilitation and treatment for sport-specific injuries. For more information on athletic training at NovaCare, visit novacare.com or contact your local office today. At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than t-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom t-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
Brian Moroza, Gary Frankhauser back here at Bailey Park in Uniontown, moving to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Uniontown coming to bat. Let's set their lineup. Leading off, the junior center fielder, Lane Smiley. Batting second in left field, number 10, Ethan White. Batting third, the shortstop, number 26, Elam Martin. In the cleanup spot, playing third base, number 24, Chandler Myers. Batting fifth and pitching, number 23, Braden Hinsey. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 2, Luke Gresh. Batting seventh in right field, number 6, Adam Kramer. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Dominic Petrovich. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 25, Lucas Payton. And quickly at the plate there is Smiley for Uniontown. Will set the Laurel Highlands defense as well. The outfield and left, Ramari Morgan. And center, Aiden Milsom. And right, Jack Johns. Andrew Irwin playing third as that pitch, a swing and a miss, maybe foul tip there from Smiley. Irwin playing third, Noah Lyon playing short, Evan Lyon playing second, Savvy Vecchiola playing first, Nick Crouch pitching to Braylon Choke. And quickly the count 0-2 here to Lane Smiley. Pitch on the way, Smiley hits it on the ground to short. That's Noah Lyon with a throw over to first in time to Savvy Vecchiola to retire Lane Smiley. 6-3, Gary, for the first down of this bottom of the first inning.
Smooth hands there by Noah Lyon as he had to move to his left a little bit up the middle and took a little crow hop and fired it over to first to Savvy Vecchiola for that first out. So smooth play at short.
Now Ethan White coming to the plate, the junior left fielder, batting 194 with 7 RBIs so far this season. Crouch working out of the stretch. First pitch here to Ethan White is low for ball one. Of course, Gary, most of these kids know each other rather well. In fact, a lot of them even play Legion ball together.
That's probably what's going to happen again this year with the teams combined. And you're right, it's a friendly, competitive atmosphere for sure.
1-0 pitch there to White. Just inside. Take the count to 2-0. One of the windier games we've had so far this season, Gary. Now the 2-0.
Take a mammoth shot to get it out of here tonight.
Yes. 2-0, Crouch to White. Fastball hit high in the air on the right side in foul territory. And the ball will hit the side of the hill and just roll back down. So a foul ball to take the count to 2-1. Go back to the top of the first. Certainly tough for Laurel Highlands, Gary, to load up the bases like that. And strikeout to end the inning.
Yeah, you'd like to see some production after getting all those guys on base, but with 2 outs, it's hard to do.
2-1 missed as well to take the count now to 3-1.
Some paraphernalia out there on first base, had to clean up.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of that here tonight with the wins. 3-1 on the way. Fastball is low for ball 4, so a 1-out walk issued from Crouch to Ethan White, and Uniontown with the base runner here in a scoreless game in the bottom of the first inning.
Shoke had to retrieve that behind home plate, and otherwise there could have been a 2-base wild pitch.
That'll bring up Elam Martin, the junior shortstop, batting .279 with 10 RBIs. And a little delay there from Crouch. Now throw over to first, head first slide back safely there from Ethan White.
Kind of a pleasant thing, even with this younger team that the Mustangs have. They've been pretty solid defensively.
Taking his time there is Crouch, breaking ball in there for a strike. That's a nice little sidewinder there to Martin.
Sure was. It took a big break. Looked like it started on the inside part, but broke across for a strike.
Now the 0-1 as Crouch again concerned about Ethan White over at first, and will again throw that way. Close play, and just getting underneath it there was White. Good pickoff move there from Crouch.
Nice tag by Vecchiola also.
Crouch again looking over at first. Really taking his time, and that fastball
just
missed low. Yep. Count now 1-1 from Crouch to Elam Martin here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, for some of the folks expecting the 7 o'clock start just joining us, Laurel Highlands loaded the bases with 2 outs in the top of the first, but came up empty. Now the next pitch there misses inside from Crouch to Elam Martin. Take the count now to 2-1. And Brian Morozak with Gary Frankhauser, Carl Childs behind the camera. Appreciate you joining us here on the WMBS YouTube page tonight. 2-1, breaking ball high, now 3-1. Have to say hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services, checking in. One of our fine sponsors tonight. Always enjoys hearing you on the mic, Gary.
Absolutely, Ed's a great guy. Ooh, throw over again, almost thrown away that time. Sevy had to dive over the runner, White, to make the catch and keep it in play.
That pickoff move was so good, I don't think Vecchiola expected to come over.
Might not have.
Now 3-1, Crouch to Martin. Pitch on the way outside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued now by Nick Crouch to give Uniontown runners on first and second with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Raylan Choke will go out and try to settle things down there for Nick Crouch. Coming to the plate is Chandler Myers.
Laurel Highlands coached by Mike Smith in his second year, assisted by Joe LaPresta, Mark Edenfield, Josh Birch, Jim Burns, and Andino Vecchiola. Dennis Martin also in his second year as the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Colt Sparks and Nick Groover are his assistants. So now runners on first and second for Uniontown after back-to-back walks from Crouch. And Chandler Myers coming to the plate, the junior third baseman, batting .333 with 4 RBIs so far this year for Uniontown. First pitch here to Myers, fastball. And that's a called strike 0-1.
Yeah, Crouch needs to work the strike zone now with two runners on and just 1 out, but make him put it in play somewhere.
Crouch has been very deliberate in this bottom of the first inning for Laurel Highlands. Now glances back at second. 0-1 pitch, fouled back there by Myers.
Myers is disappointed with himself that he didn't get something on that one. Kind of knee-high right down the middle.
How much, Gary, do you think the wind's impacting things right now?
It's really intense. I'm a little worried about these windows here slamming on me and may break my arm. Had to put a little gadget here to protect us from getting it slammed.
0-2 pitch is low to take the count to 1-2. Always worry about it. Laurel Highlands, they have those little hooks, and I worry about getting hit from behind. You might have to worry about getting hit in the front today. Count now 1-2. And Crouch, another look back at second. 1-2 pitch breaking ball and just missed.
Just outside.
Take the count to 2-2. Carl and I are out here out on the deck, and
you're going to have a tough time keeping
good.
Your paperwork in order, that's for sure.
I'm having a tough time standing up right now. Now the 2-2 from Crouch to Myers. And just missed low, and we're full again at 3-2.
The pitch count moving up for Nick Crouch also here with 2 walks and now a 3-2 count to Myers.
Trying to avoid 3 straight walks here in the bottom of the first. Payoff pitch on the way. Fastball nub foul right into the M&R Transit sign.
Man, that was direct shot at the Mustang dugout.
The good thing is they have that fencing there, Gary, in front of the players.
Yes.
So good protection over there as well. Yeah, nice little extra shot at one of our sponsors, M&R Transit. Certainly appreciate their support as well throughout the course of the season.
No doubt about it.
3 balls, 2 strikes again from Crouch to Myers. And now Crouch steps off, throw back to second. And back safely there is Ethan White.
That throw is right on the mark. And again, bang, bang play there at second base. But need to worry about the batter at this point.
And Crouch has done a nice job of these pickoff moves, but a big 3-2 pitch on the way here sent foul again by Myers.
Foul back, so good pitch there by Crouch.
Probably good they started this game early here, Gary, with this long first inning on both sides.
You're right.
This one might go well past your bedtime.
Already is.
Here we go again, 3-2 on the way. Fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. Big pitch there from Nick Crouch, getting his first strikeout of the game, sending down Chandler Myers here in the bottom of the first inning, and now 2 outs.
Got a little bit of a chase there. That ball was probably high out of the zone, but Myers went after it with vengeance and came up empty.
Now the 5th Red Raider batting here in the bottom of the first, Braden Hinsey, the junior pitcher, batting 191 with 4 RBIs.
Another good athlete on the Red Raider side.
Member of the football team as well. First pitch from Crouch to Hinsey, low for ball 1. Red Raiders with Ethan White on second, Elam Martin on first. And the Mustangs left the bases loaded in the top of the first. Uniontown with 2 on here and 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that ball nubbed just foul on the right side, even up the count at 1-1.
Breaking pitch that time by Nick Crouch. Had Hinsey reaching out for that one, just barely got a piece of it to push it towards the Mustang dugout, but good pitch.
Luke Gresh up next if they get to him here in the bottom of the first. Now Crouch, another look back at second. Really taking his time. 1-1 on the way, breaking ball, and Hinsey thought it was going to hit him.
Broke over, almost got into the strike zone.
Yes. We've seen a lot of movement on Crouch's pitches here early on for Laurel Highlands. Maybe been aided by the wind a little bit from time to time on those breaking balls.
You're right about that. It does have an effect.
2-1 is a fastball hit right back up the middle into center field. Ethan White's going to round third, and he'll score easily for Uniontown as the Red Raiders score the game's first run here in the bottom of the first inning. Give Braden Hinsey his 5th RBI of the season.
Just ripped it right up the middle, right back through the box. And that'll post the Red Raiders out to a 1-0 early lead.
With Luke Gresh now coming to the plate. Senior first baseman batting 156 with 3 RBIs. Crouch's first pitch here, a fastball called strike, 0-1 to Gresh. Adam Kramer due up behind Gresh if they get to him. Still 2 on and 2 outs for Uniontown. Another fastball fouled off there by Gresh. So Crouch ahead of the count now at 0-2. Mustangs trying to get out of the inning here without any additional damage being done.
Close to 30 pitches here in the first inning for Nick Crouch.
0-2 pitch hit hard on the ground and
Another
through fair ball down the third base line. Elam Martin's going to score, and it'll be 2-0 Uniontown as Luke Resch picks up his 4th RBI of the season, and Uniontown leads 2-0.
So the walks come back to haunt you
Yes,
pretty
they
much
do.
every time, and there's 2 runners that got on by way of walk that have now scored for the Red Raiders, and they post a 2-0 lead.
Now Adam Kramer will be the 7th Red Raider to bat here in the bottom of the first, and he'll swing and miss at the first pitch there from Nick Crouch.
Kind of fouled it off, I believe.
Was it foul tip there? No.
Yes, got to the right.
Wasn't sure if it hit off his bat or hit off the. Actually, I think it caught the umpire there as well, Gary, off the foul ball.
Catcher's interference.
Oh, wow. They're going to give him first base.
Catcher's interference, that's what caused the ball to bounce, so it wasn't a foul ball. Bounced off the catcher's glove after the bat hit the catcher's glove. That's an automatic error on the catcher.
Load the bases. And the first pitch, now a little throw back down to third, actually
drills it.
Hit Braden Hinsey. So you have Hinsey now at third, Gresh at second, Kramer at first. The 1-0 count now to Dominic Petrovic. Petrovic, a freshman second baseman, Gary, only his 3rd plate appearance of the season for Uniontown. So a big spot for him here with the bases loaded. He'll foul off that pitch to even up the count at 1-1.
Took a nice cut at that one.
Count now even at 1-1. Now Crouch set, 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball low and outside. Good block there from Braylon Shoke. Count moves to 2-1. Dirt still kicking up with heavy winds here at Bailey Park. Fastball off the 2-1, called strike, deep up the count at 2-2. Petrovic, the 8th Red Raider to bat here in the bottom of the first. Count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-2 on the way. This ball chopped on the right side. Vecchiola made the play and a great little scoop over to Nick Crouch to end the inning. So it goes 4-3 to retire Petrovic.
3-1.
But Uniontown, or 3-1, excuse me. Yeah, 3-1 there, Gary, to retire Petrovic. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning, but Uniontown scores 2 and will go to the top of the second with Uniontown leading Laurel Highlands 2-0 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Day.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here for the top of the second inning at Bailey Park. Laurel Highlands will have hitters 7, 8, 9 due up. Evan Lyon, Cade Sencher, and Andrew Irwin. Gary, are you set here to do the second?
Absolutely.
All right. I apologize for that end of the first. I was getting a little backfeed into my headphones there on the last 20 or 30 seconds, but Evan Lyon leading things off here in the top of the second.
Looks at strike one on the breaking pitch from Hinsey. Left-hander high and outside now. 1-1 to Evan Lyon, the younger of the Lions.
Those two anchoring down the middle of the infield for Uniontown.
Fastball on the outside corner, swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the second after the Red Raiders post 2 in the bottom of the second to take the 2-0 lead.
Noah playing short, Evan playing second base here today.
1-2 pitch. There's a looper into right field, and coming on to make the catch there in right field was Kramer, and that ball just kind of fell into his glove perfectly as he came in to make the catch. But good bat on the ball there by Evan Lyon, but to no avail.
He's had a lot of those this season, Gary, where he's hit the ball well, just kind of at the wrong position on the field. Another case there, well-struck ball, just going right to Adam Kramer for the first out of this top of the second inning.
And Censure comes up and tries to lay down a bunt, but bunts through it for strike 1.
Censure, the sophomore DH here tonight, batting .250 with 3 RBIs.
So 0-1 now with 1 out. Hinsey working quickly. And fastball fouled back to the screen quickly, 0-2.
Laurel Highlands loaded the bases in the top of the first. Got a single from Noah Lyon, double from Savvy Vecchiola, walk from Ramari Morgan, but came up empty as Uniontown leads this game 2-0.
All that action after 2 outs. Trying to get somebody on here with less than 2 outs for the Mustangs. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. He goes to that breaking pitch when he has 2 strikes, and it's been effective so far. That's the 3rd strikeout.
Yeah, all by that breaking pitch. Sent down Crouch and Milsom on bookends in the first. And
all looking.
Yep, Censure here for the second out of the second. And now Andrew Irwin batting from the number 9 spot in the Mustang batting order. Freshman batting .278.
First pitch hitting to the shortstop, flips it over and makes the catch. Nice stretch out there by Luke Kresh to make the catch over at first base. So quickly, 1-2-3 for the Mustangs. Will go to the bottom of the second with the Red Raiders on top, 2-0 here on the C. Harper Sports Night, WMBS.
Life sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
This is Dr. James Stewart. I know that many of you have enjoyed hearing what amounted to pure nonsense for my kids for the past few years and wondered if I even existed. Well, I do. And we at Henry and Stewart Audiology have been serving the Uniontown and surrounding communities since 1974. And better still, I've been utilizing my kids for free labor for like 3 years. Well, we do indeed have 3 locations, Uniontown, Connellsville, and Carmichael's, and strive to give our patients the very best care. What? Did I miss something?
Don't forget our phone number, which is 724-439-4380.
Cares, you are just terrible.
Oh, Daddy.
That sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant, with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty soups, appetizers, calzones and strombolis, salad with vegan and gluten-free options, and big 15-inch hoagies. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop into Little E's El Ultra, 70 South Street, across from the parking garage.
Here we go now with the bottom of the second. Red Raiders putting 8 batters to the plate in the first inning, pushing across 2 runs, aided by a couple walks issued by Nick Crouch and 2 hits. RBI singles by Hinsey and Gresh. Here's the first pitch to Lucas Payton for a swing and a miss and strike 1.
Hitters 9, 1, and 2 due up for Uniontown here in this bottom of the second. Payton, Smiley, and White.
Second pitch to Payton, swing and a miss again. So working in front this time is Nick Crouch, 0-2.
Some more confident here to start the second than he ended the first.
Quickly comes to the plate, and that one's fouled back to the screen. Remains 0-2.
He's just winding and firing now, Gary, with no one on base.
Correct. We did get the first batter for the Red Raiders in the first inning on a ground ball to Noah Lyon. That ball was hit hard, though. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside and low for ball 1. So Payton looking to try to get things started. Moved into that designated hitter spot here in the 9th position of the lineup. 1-2 pitch, tried for the breaking pitch, left it high for 2-2.
Peyton, a junior, also does some catching for Uniontown as well.
Crouch with the 2-2 pitch, outside again, runs the count full after being in front 0-2.
And the Laurel Highlands softball team making their way out here as well. They had a game at Shaw early this afternoon, non-conference game after completing conference play last week. 3-2
pitch, ground ball to short. Lyon up with it, needs to fire it across, and does to Vecchiola for the first out, 6-3. Same way we started the first inning for Uniontown, a 6-3 putout. So 1 out, back to the start of the lineup with Lane Smiley.
Yeah, Uniontown sent 8 men to the plate back in the first inning, scored 2 runs, and as you said, Gary, it was Smiley that started that inning with a 6-3 ground out.
Pirates on top 2-0 early.
Penn's also getting underway, game 5 of their series, hosting Philadelphia tonight.
From Crouch to Smiley, that just misses low and inside, so ball 1 to Lane Smiley.
Good fastball, didn't miss by much.
Center fielder for Uniontown. Breaking pitch, Smiley takes a whack at it up around his eyes, and that records strike 1.
You're surprised he chased that one.
One pitch, fastball, good heat there by Crouch, swing and a miss for strike 2 on the inside part of the plate.
Definitely looks more confident now here in the second than he did in the first.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So good job there by Nick Crouch to get the second out of the inning by way of strikeout. And that's going to bring up Ethan White. Got on by way of a walk back in the first, came around to score the first run for Uniontown. And Crouch will try to correct that situation with some pitches in the strike zone as he misses with the first breaking ball high and inside, ball 1.
You're back in the bottom of the first. Braden Hinsey drove in Ethan White. Luke Gresh sent Eel Martin home as well for Uniontown.
1-0 pitch, just misses outside, 2-0.
Uniontown will wrap up conference play next week, series against Elizabeth Forward. We mentioned Laurel Highlands in action next week against Ringgold.
So Mustangs pretty much need to win out. There's a high fly ball in the infield. It looks like Lyon at second base has a beat on it. He makes the catch for the third out. So 1-2-3 here in the second for Uniontown. We're to go to the top of the third. Uniontown still on top, 2-0 over the Mustangs here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Nick Crouch leading off this top of the third with a foul ball that came right over us, Gary, for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
As long as he doesn't hit it back to the parking lot out there, we're all right.
The wind's blowing tonight and shifting. You never know. 0-1 here is Hyde, even up the count at 1-1. Crouch struck out looking back in the first inning. Came into the game with a .333 average and 2 RBIs. Mustang junior pitcher tonight. Now showing bunt, fouls it off to take the count to 1-2.
Mustangs there trying to take a page out of the West Mifflin book we saw last week.
Yeah, how about that?
The small ball that was continuous.
They're bunting up and down the lineup. We got some good Penguins news, Gary. They're up 1-0 tonight over Philadelphia. Keep it going.
That ball's outside, so 2-2 to Nick Crouch.
And it's hitters 1, 2, and 3 duel for the Mustangs here in the top of the third. Crouch, Shoke, and Lyon. And now the 2-2 from Hinsey to Crouch. As Braden winds and fires a breaking ball, missing there, and we'll go full with 3-2.
Good look there by Crouch. That was close, but it was high.
Airtime tomorrow, 3:40 for our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. First pitch, 4 o'clock, both on the radio and on YouTube, as the 3-2 misses for ball 4. The Mustangs with a base runner here, and Nick Crouch with nobody out here in the top of the third inning.
Lights come on at Daly Park.
Brighten things up a little bit with Braylon Schilt coming to the plate. Mustangs 2 hits so far this afternoon from Noah Lyon and Sevi Vecchiola, both in the first inning. First pitch here to Shoke. Misses for ball 1. Runner going, throw down to second, and out at second is Nick Crouch. What a gun there from Connor Hebda, the Uniontown catcher, getting Crouch.
Nice throw there by Hebda, and he wasn't even close.
No, had him by a step or two. As the Mustangs thinking is, though, Gary, trying to get Nick in a scoring position, down 2-0 as we work here early in the third, as Shoke comes up empty there to even up the count at 1-1.
Yeah, I thought they might go to Shoke with a bunt, but they went for the steal right off the bat.
1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses. Count now 2-1. Hinsey now regrouping. He'll wind and fire the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses high and inside. Now 3-1. Again, Hinsey walked Nick Crouch to start the inning, but a gun down from Connor Hebda resulted in the inning's first out. 3-1 pitch here, and Shoke sends it foul down the first base line on the right side.
Soccer chair heaven down there.
Yes.
Like to have that concession.
Always have good crowds for these Uniontown Laurel Highlands games, and on a nice night like tonight, despite the winds, the community certainly has come out.
Temperature's not bad, but this wind's making it interesting for the fans, for sure.
Now the 3-2 pitch on the way, sent foul. Count remaining 3-2. Some of our viewers even chiming in about different wind gusts around the area. 16 miles an hour in Smithfield right now.
Oh, it's probably close to 20 here.
Yeah, I agree. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the third. Uniontown on top of Laurel Highlands, 2-0, and another one fouled off there by the sophomore catcher, Braylon Shoke.
Good at bat by Braylon, making Hinsey throw a lot of pitches.
The wind's likely blowing in some rain after midnight tonight. Should be good tomorrow afternoon if they can get the field ready. As Shoke with a line drive here, deep to left. It'll go over the head of Ethan White. And with a relay coming in, Shoke slides safely into second with a 1-out double for the Mustangs.
Great smack there as it just one-hopped the fence in left field. No chance out there in left field for the Ethan White to be able to make a play. So hate to waste that leadoff runner, though, in that situation.
Now you have Noah Lyon coming to the plate. He singled to left last time up. Mustangs looking for their first run of the game. They loaded the bases in the first, came up empty. Retired to 1-2-3 in the second. They got a walk from Nick Crouch, who was caught stealing here in the third, then the double from Shoke, and now Noah Lyon at the plate, taking ball 1 from Braden Hinsey. Lyon does have 1 home run this year, along with those 7 RBIs. As Hinsey looks back at second, now delivers the 1-0, and that pitch finds the strike zone, even up the count at 1-1. Hinsey slowing things down a little bit now with Shoka on second. 1-1 pitch misses there high as the count moves to 2-1.
As the wind just kind of stopped.
Yeah, not bad right now. We'll see if that trend continues. 2-1 on the way. Well hit. Look out here. Deep to right center field. And that one will go off the wall. Shoke rounds third. He'll score into second with a stand-up double as Noah Lyon. And the Mustangs back to within one at 2-1 here in the top of the third.
Just a rocket out there to right center field. If that wind wasn't blowing, it might have had a chance to get out of here as it one-hopped the right field fence. But Noah Lyon, 2 for 2 with 2 really hard-hit balls.
8 RBIs now in the season for Lyon. He'll be on second base.
Do you good every time.
And Sevi Vecchiola, who doubled last time up for the Mustangs, now at the plate. As Laurel Highlands looks to even up this game. First pitch swinging through on the left side. That will score Noah Lyon. He rounds third easily. That ball dug out of the corner there from Ethan White. And another double, his second of the game for Sevi Vecchiola. He picks up his 6th RBI of the season. And the Mustangs, Gary, 3 straight doubles here in the top of the third.
I was just going to say, what's better than 2 doubles in a row?
3 doubles in a row. I didn't know you were waiting for an answer there. And now Ramari Morgan at the plate. Can he make it 4 doubles in a row? We will see. Morgan walked first time up. He's the 5th Mustang to bat here in the top of the third inning. This game now knotted up at 2. Still just 1 out.
And that was by way of a caught stealing.
Yes. Hinsey's first pitch here to Ramari Morgan. Inside for ball 1.
Pitched around Morgan the first time, walked him without damage. See what they do this time.
They shouldn't say anything with a wind stopping because they're picking up.
Yeah, it just came up worse.
Yes. About as heavy as they've been so far in this game. 1-0 pitch, another breaking ball fouled out by Morgan, even up the count at 1-1. Always have a good snack bar down here at Bailey Park if you're around the area.
Do they deliver?
We can maybe ask if somebody has the stream on down there and they want to bring up some food and they can get around everything here on the steps. I'm sure we'd certainly take it. 1-1 on the way, and this ball chopped, and a great play there just to knock it down by the pitcher Hinsey and get it over to Luke Gresh. Vecchiola, though, able to advance to third, so it goes 1-3, retiring Morgan. As Vecchiola gets down to third with Aiden Milsom coming to the plate. Now we have 2 outs here in the inning.
You're right about that play Hinsey made. If that doesn't catch his glove, that's going to be trouble up the middle. But he made a fantastic play reaching up to grab that and make the throw to first.
First pitch to Aiden Milsom fouled off, count 0-1. Milsom came into the game .262 average with 6 RBIs. He was one of 3 strikeout victims so far in this game for Braden Hinsey. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses there to even up the count at 1-1.
Hinsey looking to try to bring Vecchiola home.
1-1 on the way. Another breaking ball called strike to take the count to 1-2. And remember that breaking ball called strike 3. He's gotten 3 of them already in this game.
Here we go again.
And if I'm Milsom, probably looking for the breaking ball. Yep. Now Hinsey will step off. I think time was called there by Milsom initially. Now Milsom again out of the stretch. 1-2 pitch. That ball chopped right back at Hinsey, and Hinsey will walk his way over to first and then scoop it off over to Luke Gresh. So just like Morgan retired 1-3, Milsom retired 1-3 to end the inning. The Mustangs end up stranding Vecchiola, but they get 2 runs across to tie this game at 2 as we go to the bottom of the third. 2-2 Uniontown and Laurel Highlands here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today. for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up for Uniontown here in the bottom of the third inning as they try to retake the lead with the Mustangs and the Red Raiders knotted up at 2. Nick Crouch's first pitch, a fastball missing low there to Elam Martin. It's Elam Martin, Chandler Myers, and Braden Hinsey for the Red Raiders.
Martin, one of those walks back in the first inning that came around to score.
Uniontown sending 8 to the plate in the first, scoring 2 runs. Retired 1, 2, 3 in the second. This ball hit high in the air into right field. No drop, a fair ball. Jack Johns unable to come up with it. And going into second for a stand-up double is Elam Martin. So Martin on base for the second time in this game.
Good try out there by Johns, but he just could not get to it. Just out of his reach in fair territory down that right field line. So the doubles are mounting up here.
Yeah, back in the third inning, you had Laurel Highlands with 3 straight, and now Martin with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the third for Uniontown, with Chandler Myers now coming to the plate. Myers struck out swinging back in the first. Crouch usually slows things down with a runner on base, and he'll step off the mound here with Martin now on second.
And Myers stepping out, trying to eliminate the freeze.
Now step off again, throw back to second, but unable to hang on there on the Laurel Highlands side was Evan Lyon.
Had him leaning. Had he been able to make the catch and the tag, it would have been interesting to see what that call would have been.
Evan has a little chat there with his brother Noah. Mustangs trying to regroup a little bit. Now the first pitch from Crouch to Myers, if we get one, and once again Crouch is going to step off. It's when this game tends to slow down and you get runners on base. Another glance back at second. 2-2.
Good pitch.
First pitch, and therefore a strike to Myers. Came into the game with a .333 average, no homers and 4 RBIs. Count 0-1.
Crouch starts him off with the off-speed curveball.
Another glance back at second. Now the 0-1, another breaking ball, and that one was a little high and inside, even if the count at 1-1. Good catch there from Braylon Shoke.
Absolutely. It almost had Martin leaning again.
Crouch out of the stretch. Another glance back at second. Now the 1-1, fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Nobody else here in the bottom of the third.
Leadoff double by Elam Martin. Still out there at second.
Now the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, just a little low, dipped too quickly there to Myers. Now the count even at 2-2. Healthy lead off at second there for Martin. Crouch again glances back. 2-2 pitch, fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. Just what the doctor ordered there for Laurel Highlands. Second time Myers has struck out in this game, Gary, and the third strikeout for Nick Crouch.
That's going to bring up Braden Hinsey, who singled back in the first for the first RBI for the Red Raiders.
Hinsey and Gresh had back-to-back RBIs in that first inning. Crouch's first pitch here, a breaking ball, and that one hit up the middle into center field. Rounding third is Elam Martin, and the throw coming in, but Shoke unable to hang on. He might have had a shot there, Gary, at getting Martin, but Uniontown will retake the lead now at 3-2 as Braden Hinsey, with his 6th RBI of the season, scores Elam Martin to put the Red Raiders now on top.
Pretty good throw out there from the center fielder Milsom, but it just kind of short hopped. Shoke unable to make the catch. Looked like it was going to be on time, but unable to make the catch as the ball goes back to the screen. That also is going to allow Hinsey to scoot into second.
Yeah, we'll give Hinsey the single, again getting down to second off the throw. And now Luke Gresh, who also had an RBI back in the first inning, coming to the plate with Uniontown back on top. 1 out here in the inning. And again, Crouch taking his time. First pitch here, a fastball. Gresh going opposite field right, but foul. Gresh came into the game with 3 RBIs, added number 4 for the season back in the first inning. Count now 0-1.
Pulled that ball right down the third base line his last time.
Crouch another glance back at second. Now we'll deliver a breaking ball called strike. Take us to 0-2. 3 strikeouts in this game for Nick Crouch, looking for number 4 here, and the second out of this bottom of the third inning.
Once again working out in front, the dangerous Gresh.
0-2 pitch, another breaking ball, dipped too early, takes the count to 1-2. We have 2 more high school broadcasts this week. We mentioned the Uniontown Laurel Highlands game, 4 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have the Monessen Geibel game, 4:30 on Thursday as well. Hopefully the weather holds up for all of our scheduled broadcasts this week. Fastball low and in the dirt, gets away from Shoke.
It's a wild pitch.
Yep, and that will allow Hinsey to get down to third.
With just 1 out.
That hurts if you get a ground ball here in the infield.
Kind of too early to play the infield in, I would think. Maybe on first and third you might.
I'm going to bring first and third in here slightly. That pitch.
Strike 3 call.
Strike 3, a late call from the home plate umpire. And down goes Gresh, 4th strikeout of the game for Crouch.
He didn't like it.
No, just like that. 2 outs here in the inning.
Coach Martin didn't like it.
The Mustangs do like it. And now Adam Kramer at the plate. Crouch's first pitch to Kramer, fastball, missed there low and outside, 1-0.
Kramer got on catcher's interference back in the first. Didn't turn out to be any more damage.
No. Ended up stranded at first after Petrovic grounded out as that one fouled off. Take the count to 1-1. Mustangs will have hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up in the top of the 4th. Evan Lyon, Cade Sencher, and Andrew Irwin. 1-1 here on the way, and this ball sent foul down the first base line.
A late swing that time, but good fastball by Crouch.
Back in the batter's box is Kramer. Again, came into this game with a .286 average. Crouch looking for back-to-back strikeouts. 1-2 pitch here. Fastball low and in the dirt. Good block there from Shoke with Hinsey sitting on third base. Hinsey, good speed as well, Gary. Always
no
the
doubt.
threat there.
Great athlete.
Now the 2-2 to Adam Kramer from Nick Crouch. Another breaking ball, missing outside. Gets away from Shoke, but Hinsey still going to remain on third.
Crouch going to the breaking pitch, just outside and out of the reach of Shoke. Just trickle behind him, so no chance for Hinsey to advance.
Your first base open. We saw what those walks did back in the first inning. Came around to score. Payoff pitch here, a fastball, and that is ball 4. So walk issued to Adam Kramer. third walk of the game given up by Nick Crouch.
So after the 1-2-3 second, once again, Nick Crouch throwing a lot of pitches here in the third inning. He's got to be close to 50 pitches. Kind of lost track back in the first inning.
Dominic Petrovic coming to the plate. He grounded out 3-1 back in the first inning.
On a nice play by Vecchiola and hustle by Crouch.
Petrovic just his fourth plate appearance of the season for Uniontown. Runner going, pitch in there for a strike. They'll throw down to second, and it gets into center field. That will allow Hinsey to score and make it 4-2 Uniontown. And that's the risk there, Gary. When you make that throw down to second, those things happen. And Hinsey comes around to give Uniontown now a 2-run lead.
So it looked like the throw was in time. It just got through Ethan Lyon covering second there. Evan, I'm sorry.
And the slide kind of came in when Evan was getting the ball to come in there as well. And I think the slide actually knocked the ball into center field.
You might be right.
You still have Petrovic at the plate fouling that one off. I watched it on the delay feed in here, Gary, and that's what I saw at least.
There you go.
The count now 0-2. Mustangs trying to get out of the inning, but Uniontown's already scored 2 here in the bottom of the third. 0-2 pitch from Crouch. That's high. We'll go to 1-2.
Got nobody warming for the Mustangs, so you'd think a relief would come from within the field somewhere.
1-2 on the way. Another fastball sent foul. Count remains 1-2. And you could see Jack Johns come in relief, who's out in right field. Or, of course, a Morgan, who's out in left field, are probably the top 2 options. Not sure who Mike Smith is looking at starting tomorrow in Game 2 of this series.
It's part of high school baseball. You got to think forward.
1-2 pitch on the way. Again, sent foul here on the near side. Count remaining at 1-2. 4-2, Uniontown leading this one. Red Raiders scored 2 in the bottom of the first, adding 2 here in the bottom of the third. The 2 Mustang runs coming in the top half of this inning. As Petrovic digs in again here for Uniontown. Another 1-2 pitch from Nick Crouch. Again, glances back at second, now delivers a fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Mustangs get out of the inning. Now 5 strikeouts here for Crouch, but the damage already done. Uniontown getting 2 additional runs to come across, and the Red Raiders lead at 4-2 over the Mustangs after 3 here on the C. Arparada Group High School Sports Day.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsaftysolutions.llc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Ready to go with the top of the fourth, due up for the Mustangs, Evan Lyon, Censure, and Irwin. As Lyon looks at ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. 4-2, Red Raiders leading here in the top of the fourth. Mustangs look to answer. There's ball 2 low.
Mustangs have to be encouraged, Gary, to some extent. They're able to get the bats going a little bit there in the top half of the third.
For sure. They have been getting some good production out of the bottom half of the lineup, and there's ball three. So with Lyon, Censure, and Irwin, you have some capable bats. There's a pitch in there for ball four. Wow, just inside, and Hinsey saying, where was that?
A 4-pitch walk issued here to Evan Lyon, and the Mustangs do have to be optimistic, Gary. If you look at this season, like early on, the story was Laurel Highlands wasn't getting the bats going in some of their losses. Now they've gotten the bats going here over the last couple of weeks.
You're right, but they don't have any room for error at this point late in the season, needing some victories.
They really have to win out to keep their
There's
playoff
a drive
hopes
to
alive.
right field. That's going to be trouble going over the head of the right fielder, and looks like another double for Censure as he scoots into second, pushing Evan Lyon all the way to third. So no chance to pull that one in out there by Kramer as the wind just took that further to the right side line. So another double. That's the, fourth double? Fifth double for the Mustangs.
And Vecchiola with one in the first, 3 straight in the third, and now one here from Censure in the fourth to give the Mustangs runners on second and third with nobody out, and Andrew Irwin at the plate.
He looks at ball one on the inside part of the plate.
He's another talented freshman.
Absolutely. Plays a great third base. A 1-0 pitch now, Hinsey. Left-hander brings it, and there's a shot up the middle. Line drive is caught. Could be a double play, and it is. Wow.
That was Petrovic over to Martin.
As Censure got caught leaning, he thought that ball was going to get through into right field, but that's a huge double play for the Red Raiders.
And Gary, that was actually Michael Smith, not Lyon, that
right.
initially
He came
walked
in,
there.
yeah.
Yep. Michael Smith came in there for Evan Lyon. It was Smith who had the initial walk and was picked off in that situation.
Well, that was Censure on second with the double.
Oh, you're right. No, they had Michael's. That was Michael's. Yeah, that was Michael Smith that was picked off over there.
Did he come into DH?
Yeah, because you have Lyon still over at third.
Yeah.
So Smith was the DH in that situation.
I didn't catch that. But it's a double play regardless.
Now Andrew Irwin at the plate. Now check, they made a change here too, Gary. This is, you're right to the top of the order, Nick Crouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all off here.
No.
It was Irwin that hit into the double play.
Correct. Hit it hard, just right at the second baseman for Uniontown. That's Petrovic. Made a nice play and waited for the double play to happen at second base. Crouch now swing and a miss. 2-2 now, 2 outs. Lions still down here at third. Mustangs trailing 4-2 here in the top of the fourth.
And Gary, in your defense, from our vantage point, not very easy to see those numbers over there behind home plate as we're situated high behind third base.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Crouch goes down for the second time on strikes with the double play. The Mustangs are kept off the board here in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom with Uniontown on top, 4-2 on the C. Harper Sports Site on WMBS.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchased your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Back here at Bailey Park, home of the Uniontown Red Raiders. The Red Raiders will come to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth with a 4-2 lead. It'll be the ninth man in the order, Lucas Payton, and back to the top of the order was Smiley and White. Turned around and tried to bunt his way on was Payton, but it's fouled back.
Laurel Highlands swept the series between these two schools last year, winning by scores of 4-0 and 7-1. Both schools missing out on the postseason last year as well.
Some work to do if they need to come back here this evening. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, so 0-2 crouched quickly out in front of Payton, who grounded to short his first time up in the second inning.
While both of these schools are still mathematically alive, Laurel Highlands certainly the better shot, having a two-game series with Ringgold, who's directly ahead of them in the conference standings. Ringgold actually off this week. Their last two conference games will be against Uniontown, or excuse me, against Laurel Highlands next week, as they're having an issue with somebody leaving the lights on here out in left field that are distracting the Red Raider batter. Now they finally turn the lights off. It's one of the Laurel Highlands softball players, looks like, Gary.
Oh, distraction.
Yeah, I think that was planned out. I doubt it.
0-2 pitch. Just misses outside, 1-2.
That's a dangerous spot to park out there. We've seen a couple of windshields smashed on home runs over the years.
Yes, we did. Payton with the 1-2 count, hit hard back to Crouch, and he snags it, flips it on to first to Vecchiola, so that's an outstanding play.
Yes, it is. We've seen both pitchers have a couple of nice snares like that, Crouch and Hinsey tonight.
So that's going to bring up Smiley. Grounded to short and struck out his two at-bats here so far.
As the Red Raiders start their third trek through the lineup.
I think the wind's even stronger, Brian.
It is. I'm trying to hang on to the railing out here to stay upright.
First pitch is strike one.
Working different vantage points all the time, and this is another one here tonight.
Always able to adjust. 0-1 pitch. There's a little nubber to third base. Up with it is Irwin on to first quickly, and Vecchiola stretching for that one for the second out.
Boys, Andrew Irwin been reliable at third base this season for Laurel Highlands, Gary, especially as only a freshman.
Mentioned that earlier, but you're exactly right. That ball was not an easy play. That thing was spinning like a cue ball.
Yeah.
He had to corral it first and then make a strong throw on the speedy runner, Smiley, down the line. There's another one down to third base. That's going to be fair also, and not going to be able to make that play. I'm sure that would be a base hit because he would have beat that out regardless. That was a slow roller that stayed on the line, and we're going to give him a hit.
You mentioned it's in the genes there as well. His sister Taylor going to Shenandoah University, great soccer and basketball player. Felt so bad for her, Gary, tearing her ACL late in the soccer season, having to miss out on her senior basketball season as well. But a great family, and good to see as a freshman Andrew making a solid contribution to this Laurel Highlands baseball team.
Got a little delay here. I'm not sure why.
They call to the bullpen? Heard the phone ring in there. Maybe somebody calling up for the bullpen.
Yeah, maybe.
Might be the attorney always on call, too.
That's exactly right.
Just giving you a hard time.
Throw over to first. Not a chance to get the runner over there was White. So it's Elam Martin now. Doubled his last time at the plate. And there's a high drive to right field. Going back is Johns. He's not going to get that as the wind just played games with it. And then throw into second. Unable to make the catch, and that gets away. Throw into home, not in time. So now Uniontown with the 5th run across.
That one is kind of manufactured.
Wow.
With the elements out here. Again, that ball out in right field, the high fly ball. It took Johns way too long to pick it up with the wing. Really couldn't fault him at all.
Absolutely. They just played games
moving
with that ball.
Yeah, back and forth. And then the wind maybe also had something to do with that throw coming in and ended up allowing White to score.
Yeah, the throw to second, again, would have been on time, but it just scooted through Noah Lyon, and then by the time Irwin was able to corral it at third, White came all the way around to score.
Now 5-2, Uniontown leading Laurel Highlands here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's going to bring up Myers. 0 for 2, looks at strike 1. Got to believe he's due. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a high dribbler down the third, and that's going to be another infield single that could not be played by anyone. That just one of those plays that very fortuitous for the batter, as that was a high chopper down the third base line. Crouch came over to get it, but by the time he was able to corral it, Myers was way down first base line, so another infield single that moves Martin down to third.
The one thing we're seeing tonight, Gary, just put the ball in play. With the winds and everything else going on here tonight,
that's exactly
you
right.
Put it in play, there's a good chance something positive is going to happen for your team. This might be a pitching change here as the whole infield coming in. We'll see if the Mustangs stick with Nick Crouch.
So
whole infield gathering here. Uniontown also bringing over the troops
takes the opportunity to come over and
wait to take a break just to see if they'll actually make a move here on the Laurel Highlands side, with Uniontown tacking on here in the bottom of the 4th to lead it 5-2.
Looks like they're going to leave him in.
Do have 2 outs here in the inning.
That'll move Myers back to first base. Martin on at third. 3 hits in the inning for Uniontown.
Braden Hinsey is 2 for 2 now at the plate.
2 strong singles for Hinsey. Might see Myers take off at second. Curveball in there for a strike at the knees by Crouch.
Another nice breaking pitch from Crouch, who's continued to show good movement on his pitches here tonight.
Red Raiders have put the ball in play, as you said. Another curveball. That one's high and inside, so 1-1.
The Mustangs should learn from that as well, Gary.
Absolutely.
Just how important it is just to put the bat on the ball here tonight.
They kind of did it the last inning, but it was a line drive double play. That's baseball. 1-1 pitch to Hinsey. Called strike 2 on a curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crouch trying to get out of this without any additional damage. Just 1 run in the inning. But 2 runners on now. The runner's going to take off. And
now gotta go home. Gotta go home.
And he does. And he's going to be out at home if he held the ball. He does. So Crouch alertly turned around and looked to see Myers, who tried to get in a rundown, and it was White trying to get that, Martin trying to get that ball, trying to score on that play. Crouch made a nice throw to Shoke and recorded the out. So the Mustangs get out of it with just 1 run in. We'll go to the top half of the 5th. Uniontown on top 5-2 on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Looking for a great place to eat in Uniontown? Stop by Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue and proudly owned by the Vernon family. Casey's is open Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday through Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come check out their new items and delicious entrees. And remember, Casey's can cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
Hello, this is Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm today for your free consultation. Remember, the insurance companies are not on your side. We will personally come out and meet with you. Call us at 724-437-2799. We have helped people like you recover millions of dollars. You will not pay anything until we win your case. We will fight for you.
Back here at Bailey Park, Laurel Highlands, a lot of work to do here, Gary, as we move to the top of the fifth. They'll hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up, and Braylon Shoke, Noah Lyon, and Sevi Vecchiola, but they find themselves down 3 at 5-2, still facing Braden Hinsey.
You're right about that, so let's see if they can get things started.
First pitch to Braylon Shoke, and there for a strike, counted 0-1. Shoke grounded out 6-3 back in the first, double to left field, and scored a run in the third. Hinsey's 0-1. Another fastball off the inside of the bat, sent foul on the right side. Take the count to 0-2.
Got Uniontown with 7 hits here in the game, and Laurel Highlands with 6.
Penguins still up 1-0 over the Flyers, just getting underway with the second period as the 0-2 misses here. Take the count to 1-2.
The Pirates up 2-0 in the 6th.
Pirates trying to bounce back from that loss in Milwaukee yesterday, starting a 7-game homestand here tonight. Now the 1-2 pitch, and that ball a line drive into left center field, dropping in for a Mustang hit. Second hit of the afternoon for Braylon Shoke. And Laurel Highlands with a base runner here to start the top half of the fifth.
That's going to bring up Noah Lyon, 2 for 2 with a single and a double RBI.
And boy, do the Mustangs need more production here out of Lyon. Laurel Highlands has done a better job here for the last couple innings getting the bat on the ball. It's just, as you said, Gary, that ill-timed line drive there, they hit in the double play back in the fourth.
And the caught stealing back in the third really cost him after the leadoff walk.
1-0 here to Lyon. Takes that pitch for ball 2, didn't miss by much. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Mike Smith during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show tomorrow before game 2 of this series between the Mustangs and the Red Raiders. 2-0 pitch here, called strike, 2-1 now to Noah Lyon. But the Mustangs needing a win here over Uniontown to keep their playoff hopes alive tonight. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count even now at 2-2. Mentioned the Laurel Highlands softball team qualifying for the postseason for the first time since 2013. They'll start their playoffs on Monday, May 11th. Now the 2-2 to Noah Lyon is high, and the count full at 3-2. Put a runner on here, and Lyon would bring the game-tying run to the plate in Sevi Vecchiola. Payoff pitch from Hinsey. It was a clean look over at Shoke at first to Noah Lyon. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And there you go once again, Gary, as Hinsey working that off-speed breaking ball effectively, that time getting the swing and miss from Noah Lyon.
Sure was, and that was an excellent pitch by Hinsey. It was definitely in the strike zone and had that break that had Lyon a little bit out in front. It also is a change of pace with the speed.
Now Sevi Vecchiola at the plate. First pitch to Sevi, sent foul into the netting. Counted 0-1. I do like that added netting, Gary, really providing a lot of protection for any of the cars parked off on the right, and also not allowing all those balls to possibly get lost in the vegetation up there as well.
No doubt.
0-1 pitch to Vecchiola. Just missed, even up the count at 1-1. Hinsey long looking to Sevi Vecchiola. Now Sevi steps out. Easy to get some dirt in the eye tonight.
That's true. I got to be aware of that.
5-2, Uniontown leading this one. Count 1-1, 1 out. Mustangs working here in the top half of the fifth. Braylon Shoke on first. 1-1 pitch here, high and in tight. 2-1 now to Sevi Vecchiola. His older brother Andino, one of the assistant coaches for the Mustangs this season.
Was an outstanding player his time at Laurel Highlands.
Now the 2-1. Sevi laid off that one. Pitch missed for ball 3.
Ramari Morgan in the wings.
Wind continues to gust.
And I'm sure it's getting worse. The trees behind the first base dugout are bending.
I'm sometimes trying to hide here behind Carl to have him block the wind.
There's a big gust of dust just came through.
I see that. Another long look in here from Hinsey. 3-1 pitch on the way. Sevi was taking. And he thought it was ball 4, but it was a called strike, and we're full of 3-2.
Threw his bat to the home to the dugout.
Just an odd night here at Bailey Park tonight for sure at the Winds. 3-2, that one fouled off.
Vecchiola hangs in there.
There's a lot of the Winds we usually see in Hopwood, Gary, doing some of the games down there off of Lake Hutchinson. Not used to them in the city. 3-2 now. 1 out, Hinsey to Sevi Vecchiola. Payoff pitch, and that one is inside for ball 4. Hinsey's upset, he thought he had it, but Vecchiola gets on, and now Ramari Morgan will be the potential game-tying run coming to the plate with still 1 out as we work here in the top half of the 5th.
Walk back in the first and grounded the pitcher in the third, so opportunity here for the freshman to shine again.
Came into the game with a .300 average, 2 homers and 14 RBIs. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Morgan, swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Big time cut there from Ramari.
Good fastball there by Hinsey.
Yes.
Came with the heat.
Hinsey's a good pitcher.
Had Morgan behind on that swing.
Now the 0-1, that one low and in the dirt. Good block from the catcher, Connor Hebda. Hebda's done a nice job tonight as well, Gary. Had the 1 throw out back in the third, when Nick Crouch was caught stealing. Next pitch on the way to Morgan, high and in tight.
Oh my!
Raw throw back to second and out at second and Shoke. Wow!
Unbelievable. You cannot run yourself out of an inning like that, and that is exactly what the Mustangs have done.
I've seen that a couple of times.
But you said it, Hebda with a strong arm down to second base, and making the tag there for Uniontown was Martin, and that was just a
not sure what he was doing. Yeah, not sure what he was doing.
I think he thought the ball got away from the catcher.
Next pitch to Morgan, nub foul. Now 2 strikes on Ramari. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. After the caught stealing there of Shoke, more of a pickoff.
2-6.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, resulting in the out. And now Hinsey trying to retire Morgan here to get out of the inning. Long look in here to Hebda.
Somebody called
stepping off.
I think Ramari Morgan did that time.
Adding up to 7 hits so far in this game for Laurel Highlands. Next pitch to Morgan, high and inside. Take us full to 3-2. Yeah, imagine if Morgan walks here, Gary. Would have been a bases loaded situation and 1 out.
Correct. For Milson.
For Milson, correct. See what pans out. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, and Morgan with a piece of it. Grounder to second, knocked down, losing it initially, regaining, and getting it over to first. Petrovic to Gresh. 4-3 to retire Morgan. Let's give Petrovic a lot of credit there, Gary. Lost it initially, got it back, still made the play to end the inning.
Sure was. Another nice defensive play there, and Uniontown has had a slew of them, and that's leading them to this 5-2 advantage.
Go to the bottom of the 5th here on the Ciar Parada Group High School Sports Night.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than t-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom t-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant, with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty soups, appetizers, calzones and strombolis, salad with vegan and gluten-free options, and big 15-inch hoagies. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop into Little E's El Ultra, 70 South Street, across from the parking garage. Uniontown up 5-2 over Laurel Highlands as we move down to the bottom of the fifth inning. Red Raiders an opportunity to get a few more and a bang start to the start of the second for the Pens and Flyers. Pens now up 2-1 after those two teams exchange goals, Gary.
They sure did, and that's going to be a nip and tuck thing, you know that, throughout that game.
So Braden Hinsey back at the plate here for Uniontown, takes the first pitch for a strike from Nick Crouch, who's still working here for the Mustangs.
Hinsey 2 for 2 with a run scored and a couple RBIs. I'm sorry, 1 RBI.
Crouch from the stretch, 0-1 to Hinsey. Breaking ball missed there. Team up the count at 1-1.
Mustangs need to keep it at least close here in the late innings.
And down to their final 6 outs already. 1-1, swing and a miss. Count now 1-2 from Crouch to Hinsey. Hinsey came in with a 191 average, but going 2 for 2 to start this game, Gary, will certainly help that.
Hit the ball hard twice, too.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball high and in tight. Taking the count now to 2-2. Certainly sweatshirt weather now with the winds out here at Bailey Park tonight.
That'd be a drop of about 20 degrees.
2-2 pitch. Nubber going here to second. Evan Lyon, quick throw over to first in time to Sevi Vecchiola to retire Hinsey 4-3 for the first down to this bottom half of the fifth.
That's going to bring up Luke Gresh, who singled and struck out and has 2 RBIs with that single in the first.
Looking to give Uniontown a base runner here with 1 out in the bottom half of the fifth. Crouch's first pitch to Gresh. Fastball swing and a miss. Counted 0-1. Laurel Highlands in the top half of the sixth. We'll have Aiden Milsom, Evan Lyon, and Cage. Well, we assume Cage Centre, or either Michael Smith, whoever is the DH there for the Mustangs. They've both had plate appearances so far in this game. Count now 1-1. Lyon got on the, or check that, Smith got on the last time. 1-1 pitch. Fastball missed there. Count now at 2-1.
Got to believe that Crouch is getting close to the pitch count limit.
Yeah, Uniontown's really made him work in this game, scoring 5 runs. Going around there was Gresh, evening up the count at 2-2. Now Crouch looking for the second out of the inning. 2-2 pitch, fastball.
Misses.
Dismissed. We're full of 3-2. We're back at it tomorrow. Game 2 of this series over at Laurel Highlands High School. 3:40 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 4 o'clock first pitch. Payoff pitch on the way. Fastball, and that ball nubbed. Foul on the right side again.
Catches a fan.
Yeah. Can't take those ones home, though.
She didn't try to catch it.
No. I just kind of moved away from it.
Here comes the dust.
It's coming right at you, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause here for a moment.
All the players shielding their eyes.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to bring the hose out a little bit. Went down that infield, all dirt infield here at Bailey Park. Be a 3-2 pitch from Crouch to Gresh. It's on the way, and it misses for ball 4.
1 out walk here in the 5th inning.
As walks have hurt Laurel Highlands in this game. 2 issued back in the first. Both White and Elam Martin scored there for Uniontown. And now coming to the plate will be Adam Kramer.
Looks like this is going to be a pitching change at this point.
Yep.
Looks like John's coming in from right field.
So Johns will come on in relief of Nick Crouch with some heavy winds.
Oh my.
Out here, everything's starting to blow away out here, Gary. Equipment even blowing over.
This is wicked wind now.
Yes, it is.
You're talking 30 miles an hour winds.
And we're trying to hold everything down. We'll take a quick time out here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Back here at Bailey Park in Uniontown, Brian Morozak with Gary Frankhauser. Pitching change for Laurel Highlands. Jack Johns on in relief of Nick Crouch. Crouch remaining in the game. He's now out in right field where Johns was playing. Finishing up his last couple of warm-up tosses.
That last gust of wind, Brian, that was pretty wicked.
Oh, yes, it was. I had the tablet falling to the ground, the one converter box we have here going to the ground, just trying to hold everything down out here on the deck.
Got to get something to get the dust out of my eyes.
Yes. Here. So John's the lefty, finding the strike zone. Take the count to 0-1. I think we have a different batter here for Uniontown as well, Gary.
Number 19, that's, who is that?
Caleb Bartok.
Yeah.
So Bartok batting for Kramer. Count now 1-1 as Uniontown mixes up things in their lineup. They're in a good spot right now, up 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th.
For sure.
Looking for a little insurance. Now facing the lefty Jack Johns. 1-1 pitch, good breaking ball, and Bartok won it chasing. Count now 1-2.
So Bartok, another good athlete for Uniontown.
Johns clean look over at first. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, called strike 3. And down goes Bartok for the second out of the inning. So Johns comes on. Gary does his job. Hits the first man he faces for the second out of the inning now with Dominic Petrovic coming to the plate.
Grounded to first, his first time up in the first inning, and struck out in the third.
He's been solid, though, defensively tonight. Swings
sure
and misses
has.
there at the first pitch from Johns.
Timely plays.
I think John's got some dust in his eye. He'll walk there out off the rubber. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Count now 0-2.
Jack trying to keep it at 5-2.
Gonna be huge here. Back-to-back strikeouts. To end the inning, 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Johns does just that. Comes on, gets 2 quick outs, or no, they have foul tipped.
Yeah, they're sending the runner back who had tried to move to second, so must have got a piece of it.
Yeah. Just foul tipped it.
Very little piece of it for sure.
Here we are again, 0-2 pitch, another fastball, and that one was definitely fouled off that time by Petrovic. Yeah, we don't have the best vantage point here, Gary, with the winds and the dirt and everything else. Sometimes tough to pick them up.
It's wicked.
Yes, it is. And the dust really kicking up here in the infield.
Yeah, Jack had to step off for sure. This is
crazy.
It's getting worse, not better.
I don't think any of the rain's expected, though, until after midnight tonight. 0-2 pitch here again, and swing and a miss. They're going to have to make the throw down to first to make it official, and they do that. Choke down to Sevi Vecchiola. So it goes as a strikeout, 2-3 to end the inning. So we're 5-2 Uniontown over Laurel Highlands after 5 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
Life sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
This is Dr. James Stewart. I know that many of you have enjoyed hearing what amounted to pure nonsense for my kids for the past few years and wondered if I even existed. Well, I do. And we at Henry and Stewart Audiology have been serving the Uniontown and surrounding communities since 1974. And better still, I've been utilizing my kids for free labor for like 3 years. Well, we do indeed have 3 locations, Uniontown, Connellsville, and Carmichael's, and strive to give our patients the very best care. What? Did I miss something?
Don't forget our phone number, which is 724-439-4380.
Cares, you are just terrible.
Oh, Daddy.
Life sounds good with Henry and Stewart Audiology.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Welcome back to Bailey Park for the top half of the 6th inning. A lot of changes for the Red Raiders defensively. Looking at the new pitcher for the Red Raiders, it's Martin, who moves from shortstop to pitcher. Myers, who was playing third base, moves to shortstop. Bartok in now at third base. I don't see any other changes. Brian, you got any more?
I don't see anything else out here yet, Gary, but if I do, I'll certainly pass that along. But certainly an opportunity for the Mustangs. At Hinsey pitching well, so maybe with a new pitcher, you get the Mustang bats going. Even they haven't been bad tonight. Just had some situations, couple of guys picked off, caught stealing balls, hit at the wrong place. I think the Mustangs still have an opportunity here, but they're down to their final 6 outs.
The Milsom will step in. Struck out and grounded to pitcher his 2 times at bat. To face Martin.
Showing bunt.
Going to bunt it down to third base. A hard bunt. Bartok throw to first and safe call.
He beat it out for sure.
So a nice bunt, a little too firm. Bartok made a nice play down here at third base. Got it over to first, but Milsom using that speed beat it out for an infield bunt single.
I think he was watching the Lady Mustangs play softball, Gary. That's more of a drag down there.
Yeah. So leadoff runner on again for the Mustangs.
See a lot more of that
several times that have not paid off.
Yeah, see a lot more of that with softball than you do with baseball.
Unless you're West Mifflin.
Yes, they did it every time. So Milsom on board now. Evan Lyons' position here, and it will be Evan Lyon batting.
First pitch low and outside for ball 1. So first pitch bunt by Milsom has him on at first. Mustangs trailing 5-2 here in the top of the 6th. Had their opportunities throughout the game, just have not been able to push the runs across. And there's a drive down the right field line. That's going to be foul.
Look out over there.
Yeah, people not getting out of the way.
Have to say hello to our buddy Robert Lighty checking in on our live stream. Gary, I don't know a bigger Red Raider fan than Robert. Great supporter of the station. We appreciate him checking in as well tonight.
And the Red Raiders on top, 5-2.
Making his night.
Here's a pitch, low and in the dirt. And back there doing another nice job is Hebda. The count 2-1, nobody out, runner on at first.
Have to thank the mayor of Uniontown as well, Bill Gerke, always a big supporter of the area, trying to do everything he could to get us some power tonight as well, Gary. Always a big supporter of the station as well, Mayor Gerke.
That pitch was high and outside, snap throw to first to try to catch Milsom leaning, but he does get back safely. So 3-1 to Evan Lyon. No outs here, runner on at first for the Mustangs. That was in the dirt for ball 4, so 2 runners on now to lead off the 6th inning for the Mustangs. Let's see who's going to come up here to bat. Try to pick up that number.
When he turns his back here, Gary, I'll try to help you out.
Carl could zoom in.
That's Michael Smith.
That's 6, Michael Smith.
Second time Smith has batted in the DH spot.
Doubled his last time up. There's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to be shallow, and it's going to fall in for a hit, and that's going to move the runners up, unable to take off early, where the runners at first and second in the form of Milson and Lyon. That will long run there for the outfielder in right field. That's Kramer. No, I'm sorry, that's Hinsey now. He was unable to pull that down.
And yet he can't fault him at all, Gary.
Absolutely not. That's definitely a hit. So 3 runners on in a row now, single, walk, and single to bring up Irwin with nobody out here in the 6th.
Ball hopped away initially there from Hebda, got back on it. This game starting to resemble a little bit the first meeting between Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin earlier this year. The Mustangs scored 7 runs in the top of the 7th to come back from a big deficit. And here they are trying to mount a rally in the 6th.
But don't want to run yourself into an out.
Nobody out.
Uniontown brings the infield in kind of uncharacteristically, leading by 3. Not sure I agree with that. Get a double play ball. Might be the better option.
Irwin hit into a double play last time up.
Line drive.
Yep.
2-0. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, 3-0, so you're in a definite take mode at this point as Martin have a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. 3-0, 3 men on, nobody out.
It's a tough spot to come into the game too, Gary, with the winds and everything else. Tonight's not a normal night at the ballpark.
You're exactly right. This is a challenge for anybody. I'd say you're definitely taking, though, in this situation, and then it's ball 4.
So he walks in a run. RBI walk for Andrew Irwin.
Makes it 5-3, and the base is still loaded with nobody out. On the top of the lineup coming up in the form of Nick Crouch, and we're going to have a change at the pitching mound now.
They had Martin come in for Hinsey to start the inning after Hinsey was very effective, and Martin's giving it up here, Gary. So, as you said, we'll have a pitching change.
Yes, you're going to get Myers coming in for the Red Raiders. Step aside here for this pitching change. It's the Mustangs with the bases loaded, nobody out, trailing 5-3 in the top of the 6th here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Here we go, back at Bailey Park with the bases loaded and nobody out. 5-3 now the score. On to pitch for Uniontown is Chandler Myers. Going back to shortstop is Elam Martin.
Myers now the third pitcher of the Uniontown's use tonight as we work here in the top of the sixth.
And coming to bat, the top of the order for the Mustangs is Nick Crouch.
The table certainly set here for the Mustangs. 4 straight Laurel Highlands players reaching base safely here to start this top half of the sixth inning. And Milsom scoring on the RBI walk from Andrew Irwin.
So Crouch struck out twice and walked his 3 at-bats. Again, Uniontown with the infield way in. Swing and a miss. I'm sorry, foul ball back by Crouch. Back to the screen.
He just nipped that one as well. The count at 0-1.
So Myers coming with a strike. So that's what he's looking to do, throw strikes.
Everyone in here on the infield for Uniontown.
0-1 pitch. Foul back again. So Myers right out in front of Nick Crouch, 0-2, trying to get a first out in the inning.
You're right on Myers, just kind of doing his thing there. Nothing really special about the pitches, but throwing strikes. Getting 2 foul balls to start.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's outside. So good take there by Crouch. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A lot going on tonight. Get the Pirate game on, Penguins game on. We appreciate you tuning in here on the WMES YouTube page.
It's a sports night.
Yes, it is.
1-2 pitch. And a big gust of dust coming through just as the pitch was delivered. And that's low and outside in the dirt, so 2-2. That was really disconcerting for a batter.
Yes,
but
it is.
It was definitely outside and low.
This is unlike anything I've seen in years, Gary, out here tonight.
2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Play to the plate. Get the runner at home, and nice play there by Martin as a big hopper came to him. He fires home for the first out of the inning, so they do preserve a run.
It wasn't an easy play, but Martin kind of helping his own cause there, Gary. You started the inning pitching. A great defensive play to fire it down to Hebden to get the 6-2 force out for the first out of the inning.
Lyon coming to the plate. Now, Shoke at the plate. He has 2 hits at his time at bat. And there's a little roller to third. They're going to play at the plate again. And he's out. Wow.
That was close, too. But they got the force out. Didn't have to make the tag. Yeah. The bases loaded.
Wow.
So that goes 5-2.
It does. Another fielder's choice, and 5-2, that erases Smith. And now we have runners still on all the bases for the Mustangs, and Noah Lyon coming to the plate. Single, double, and strikeout for Noah Lyon. We have a courtesy runner going over on to first. It's hard to see that number, who that might be.
Trying to pick it up when I can here, Gary.
But Lyon now with 2 outs, bases loaded. Red Raiders can move the infield back, and got a runner on at second that Martin tried to sneak in behind. Let's see what Lyon can do here. There's a shot up the middle, and it gets through. That's going to score at least 1. There's going to be a play at the plate. Slides in safely, and we're tied at 5. Noah Lyon with a big shot that was not able to be grabbed there by Martin to his left and just got off the top of his glove into left field, scoring 2 more runs for the Mustangs. We're tied at 5.
Yeah, 3 RBI night now for Noah Lyon. You're right, Gary, tied at 5, and Savvy Vecchiola will be the 8th Mustang to bat here in the top half of the 6th.
So that scored Irwin and Crouch.
Correct.
Still have Shoke out there, the courtesy runner for Shoke out there at second base. And Lyon on at first for Sevi Vecchiola with 2 runners on.
I think that's either Kutchman or Fowler. Looks like either 8 or 9 down there at second.
Vecchiola trying to add on. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So Myers is throwing strikes. Give him credit for that. And that ball had eyes that Noah Lyon hit, just got by Martin.
And not much you can do about that if you're Myers.
0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1-1. We got a new ball game at 5-5.
Changed in a hurry.
Here in the 6th. 7 batters. This is the 8th batter to the plate for the Mustangs in the inning. There's a pop-up down the right side again over the patrons down there on the right field line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 3 runs in for the Mustangs in the inning. It's tying the score at 5. Third pitcher on for the Red Raiders here in the form of Myers. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2.
Now you have 2 on with 2 outs.
2s are wild.
Yep, 2-2 counts. And a 5-5 game.
And the wind is still blowing a gale.
I'm trying to hold everything down out here, Gary.
2-2 pitch. There's a looper into right field again, and Hinsey coming on, makes the grab, underhand. Nice play by Hinsey as he ends the inning with a shot by Vecchiola to right field, but not before the Mustangs plate 3 in the inning to tie the game at 5. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th, it's Bailey Park, Laurel Highlands, Uniontown tied at 5.
I think, Gary, no matter what happens tonight, we'll remember this night for a long time.
For sure. It's a lot of different things are happening, for sure. And probably we'll go to extras. We'll be here till midnight or something.
You and I have worked together on some of those 14, 15-inning games in the past.
Yes, we have.
I don't know what the curfew is at Bailey Park tonight, but we'll see.
Lucas Payton, the DH, is at the plate for Uniontown. Looks at the first pitch by Jack Johns for strike 1.
Payton 0 for 2 today, grounded out twice in both the second and the fourth.
So Jack Johns on in relief of Nick Crouch. Held things tight the last inning. There's a foul tip for strike 2.
You're used to burning both sides of the stick, though, Gary.
Absolutely. Sleep's overrated.
I saw in some of those pictures, you look tired over the weekend.
Oh, that wasn't true. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Gets in the dirt, and Shoke will have to throw it again to Vecchiola to record the out. Both strikeout, throw out to first base, so that's the first out of the inning.
Johns has had 3 straight strikeouts since he's come into the game.
Yeah, and huge strikeouts too. And that's going to bring up Smiley. Grounded to short, struck out, grounded to third.
Quickly 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Penn's now up 3-2 over the Flyers. Gary, again, 2 quick goals. One from Sanheim on the Flyers side to tie it at 2, and Chris Letang, his second goal of the playoffs from Crosby and Shea. 3-2 Pens.
In the third.
Late second. Still 2:24 left in the second.
1-ball pitch. Fastball in for a strike. First pitch was a breaking ball. It was inside, but now Jack comes back and evens the count at 1-1 with 1 out here in the 6th. 1-1 pitch, just misses outside, 2-1. We're all tied at 5. Mustangs plating 3 in the top of the inning. Uniontown looking to try to answer. 2-1 pitch, swinging the ball in the dirt, so good breaking pitch that time by Jack Johns, has him chasing. Smiley now facing a 2-2 count. Jack Johns brings it in. Strike 3 call.
Wow. Uniontown didn't like it, Gary.
No, they did not.
The Mustang fans do, and that's 4 straight for Jack Johns.
Wow. Might have gone to the challenge there if I was Uniontown.
I agree. By the way, the Mustangs in the top half of the 7th will Morgan, Milsom, and Evan Lyon do up. Hitters 5, 6, and 7.
First pitch to White is called ball outside, and the wind is even picking up more at this point. It's got to be gales up in the 30s. Jack Johns had to step off the mound because he just cannot get to the mound with the dust swirling in the infield. Yeah, our windows are shaking violently, and there's one coming down. Wow. That just saved. I don't know if it's going to work, but here's the pitch, 2-0 now.
You're holding up windows. I'm trying to hold down everything else out here.
Yeah, this is dangerous in here.
Yes, it is.
Wow, that's unbelievable. 2-0 pitch, 3-0 inside.
I don't mean to scare you anymore, Gary, but you remember when they first built the press box here a couple of years ago? As soon as it was right up, we had a big storm come through.
That's right.
And it ripped the roof off.
Exactly.
The initial roof was ripped off within a couple of weeks.
3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. So Jack Johns working to Ethan White. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Full count now with 2 outs.
A lot of Mustang fans right below us, Gary, rooting on. Jack Johns looking to strike out the side here in the bottom of the 6th.
Gets a sign, working exclusively from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Just fouled at the plate. Just barely got a piece of it.
On both ends, these guys working at it right now, Gary. Tight game, 5-5, bottom of the 6th.
That's a little bit of tension.
Yes, there is.
3-2 pitch again. Johns to White. Foul back this time. So White hanging in there. Give him some credit.
hard to even look up right now.
It sure is. It's difficult to stay focused for sure. And there's White. You got to call timeout because that gust of wind just comes through. It's like a tumbleweed of dust right at home plate.
Here we go.
3-2 count again. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Breaking pitch from Johns to White ends the inning. 3 straight strikeouts.
5 straight, Gary, going back to the last inning for Johns.
So we're going to go to the top of the 7th with the score all tied at 5 here at the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Back here for the top of the 7th, tied at 5. Laurel Highlands certainly a little momentum now in this game. Gary scoring 3 in the top half of the 6th, trying to ride it into the 7th, facing the third Uniontown pitcher of the game, Garrett Myers.
Give Myers some credit. He came in and kind of stopped the bleeding for Uniontown in the last inning.
Amari Morgan to lead things off. Morgan 0 for 2 with a walk so far in this game. Myers' first pitch here to Morgan. High for ball 1. And it's Morgan, Milsom, and Evan Lyon due up for Laurel Highlands here in the top of the 7th, game tied at 5. Uniontown jumped on the Mustangs early. Laurel Highlands trying to rally back here in the late innings. 1-0 pitch off the plate again. We're 2-0.
I got to stay away from these windows. I might get smashed.
Yes. Now Myers will wind and fire the 2-0 to Amari Morgan. High again, 3-0.
Mustangs looking to get the leadoff runner on again.
Again, Morgan representing the go-ahead run in this 5-5 game right now. Morgan, after 3 straight balls, trying to regroup here on the mound. We'll see if Morgan's taken all the way. Myers 3-0 to Amari Morgan, and a called strike there right at the knees to take us to 3-1.
Got debris and lumber and everything. Blowing around in here.
Myers 3-1 on the way, and that is ball 4. And Laurel Highlands with a base runner. Look out there with the windows smashing down again.
Killing computers, everything. Unbelievable. It's out of control here.
Not our computers though, right?
Well, it's valuable material here that's taking a beating.
I hear. I've been holding down the stuff out here too. So the Mustangs with a base runner and Aiden Milsom coming to the plate. They're going to use, this will be a pinch runner in this situation.
This is getting really dangerous inside this press box.
No, it's dangerous out here too.
I'll bet.
Trying to hold everything down with Milsom now at the plate. Wow. I mean, this is unbelievable tonight. I mean, from my angle, Garrett, the dirt blowing in, it's hard to even Look at home plate right now from out here with all the dirt's blowing side to side. We've Aiden Milsom at the plate. Courtesy runner at first, representing the go-ahead run. First pitch to Milsom showing bunt, pops it up, and it was almost caught there by Hebda. Hebda, a great effort, just could not come up with it.
Did you ever have a game called on account of wind?
I have not. I mean, this is just getting crazy. So the count 0-1 now. Myers to Milsom.
Courtesy runner out there at first.
Yeah, I mentioned that. We haven't picked up who it is yet. And once again, a little bunt that goes to Myers and makes the play over at first. So the sacrifice going 1-3, advancing the courtesy runner for Morgan down to second. See if Carl can pick up who that runner is down there at second for us, with Evan Lyon now coming to the plate.
That ball was bunted hard,
yeah,
but Myers couldn't make it a clean play.
First pitch to Evan Lyon.
In there for a strike.
Called strike. Courtesy runner is number 11, Gabe Senofani. Senofani, the courtesy runner, down at second. 0-1 pitch to Evan Lyon. I think he went around. He did. They're going to check it. No, the base umpire says he did not go, so it's 1-1. Wow. I thought he went from my angle.
He swung all the way through.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a ball. Evan 0 for 1, a fly out to right and 2 walks.
Myers 1-1 pitch here to Evan Lyon. That one's low, 2-1.
It's got to be difficult to pitch in these conditions.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Difficult to do just about anything.
Wow.
Difficult to stay upright. 2-1 pitch now on the way to Evan Lyon, and this ball hit down the third base line off the glove of the third baseman Bartok, and everybody's safe.
No chance for the courtesy runner to advance from second to third, as that was right at the third base bag. And tough play for Bartok. I doubted he was going to be able to throw him out even if he made the play.
I agree.
So we're going to give him the single to Lyon.
Now you're back to the DH spot, and it's Michael Smith again, his third at-bat of the game. It's been productive, a couple of hits. Takes the first pitch here for ball one.
Hebda had to scoot over to his right to keep that in front of him, not allow the runners to advance.
Now on the other side for Uniontown, though, the meat of their order up in the bottom half of the inning. Hitters 3, 4, and 5. 1-0 pitch here. Smith won at chasing. Even up the count at 1-1.
Yeah, that was low and inside.
It would have been ball 2. The count 1-1, 1 out. It's a 5-5 game here in the top of the 7th. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss again from Smith. Take the count to 1-2. Myers starting to settle down a bit on the Uniontown side.
Need to put it in play somewhere if you're the Mustangs at this point.
1-2 pitch to Michael Smith outside. Count now even at 2-2. Been a fun one to watch, back and forth. In extremely windy conditions tonight here at Bailey Park, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. 2-2 pitch, and Smith nubbing that one. Actually, it's going to be called strike 3.
But he missed. It was a pass ball.
Pass ball, and everybody's going to be safe. So it goes in the books as a strikeout, but not an out. Smith safe down at first to 1 out here in the inning. One of the few plays Hebda did not make tonight.
Another strange occurrence here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Gary. Now Smith's coming off of first. They rule that out?
Well, I guess that's when there's runners on first and second.
Yeah.
That's an automatic out. So still, both the runners were able to advance to second and third.
But it's the second out of the inning.
Yes.
Now with Andrew Irwin coming to the plate.
He walked his last time up. Hit the ball hard. Looks at strike 1.
Down 0-1.
He hit the ball hard in that crazy double play back in the 4th.
Yes. It's 0-1 now. Myers to Irwin. Another breaking ball. That one missed a load. Even up the count at 1-1. Mustangs looking for the go-ahead run in this 5-5 game now with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 1-1 to Irwin. Low again. Count now 2-1. You do have first base open right now with runners on second and third. In the top of the order, Nick Crouch due up behind Irwin. Myers now set for the 2-1 pitch here. That's a called strike. To even things up at 2-2.
That was at the letters at the best.
So big pitch here with a 2-2 count. Runners on second and third. And the wind's continuing to pick up again.
Myers doing a nice job.
Irwin can get a hit here, will likely score 2. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that's high for ball 3. So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th, game tied at 5. Runners on second and third here for the Mustangs. With heavy winds tonight at Bailey Park.
Tough position for any pitcher, but in these conditions, much more tough.
3-2 pitch to Irwin, and that's sent foul as Irwin stays alive again. So here we go again, 3-2. One more time. Myers to Irwin. Payoff pitch.
Ball
4 to load the bases. And you'll have the top of the order now and Nick Crouch. Crouch, though, 0 for 2 with a walk in this game, Gary.
Yeah, he hasn't really put the bat. Well, he had a fielder's choice.
So you haven't scored a run yet. This is the 5th time through the lineup for the Mustangs. Might have another pitching change here for Uniontown. Whole infield coming in. See if they stick with Myers.
I think they will.
Making sure everybody's on the same page. Another advantage, though, the bases loaded, you get the force out at any base. We saw that come into play in the 6th.
Exactly. Got to find a hole somewhere if you're Nick Crouch.
Myers needs to throw strikes as well. Nowhere to put Nick Crouch at this juncture of the game. They have another, it'll be a pinch runner over at first. If you're the Mustangs, too, don't want to run yourself out of the inning with anything crazy here on the base paths.
Absolutely not. You don't need to take any chances. Let it play out.
Yep. So Myers now set for the first pitch here to Nick Crouch. Bases loaded. It's on the way, and Crouch sends it foul. That'll go on the softball field.
Took a great rip at that one.
Down 0-1. Myers ahead here to start. Crouch digging in. Myers 0-1, low and in the dirt. Another good block there from Hebda.
Hebda's played an outstanding game behind the plate.
Certainly been one of the stars tonight on the Uniontown side. So Crouch digging in again, 1-1 count. Myers to Crouch, and Crouch went to Chasen, counts at 1-2.
Yeah, swung at a high one that time. Those are tough to catch up to.
A huge pitch here for everyone involved. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, 5-5 game. Myers to Crouch, it's on the way.
Strike 3
called. Strike 3 as Crouch looks at it. So the Red Raiders get out of the inning with no damage being done, and the Mustangs will strand the bases loaded here in the top half of the 7th. So go to the bottom of the 7th. Uniontown a chance to win it. Game tied at 5 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Moving now to the bottom of the 7th, you'll have hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up here for Uniontown. Martin, Myers, and Hinsey. As Uniontown an opportunity for a walk-off here, Gary.
Certainly do. And part of the big story here is the Mustangs have left 11 men on base.
It's not going to help the cause, but Jack Johns on in relief has struck out 5 straight for Laurel Highlands. And the winds continue to blow some heavy dust coming in from right field. Heard something slam.
That was a door in here.
So it will be Martin to lead things off, and he's been on base in every plate appearance so far in this game for Uniontown. First pitch here from Johns. Did it hit him?
Did not. No. He spun away.
Spun away, yep. Pitch missed inside, 1-0. Way he reacted, I thought he got nipped.
Yeah, it was close.
Now Johns is 1-0 here to Martin. Fastball, missed inside. Oh, they call that a strike.
Nope, 2 balls.
2-0, okay. I put 1-1 on the scoreboard for a minute there. It's 2-0. 2-0, Johns to Martin. Another fastball, that one high and inside.
3-0.
Wow. A rough start, 3 straight pitches outside the strike zone from Jack Johns, who came into this inning with 5 straight strikeouts. Now the 3-0. 4-pitch walk issued to Elam Martin, who represents the game-winning run for Uniontown. Wow. And now Chandler Myers coming to the plate.
Singled his last time up.
1 for 3 for the game.
An infield single.
Yep. Mustangs hoping for extras.
Raiders hoping for the walk-off, as you said.
So Myers will step in.
Double play ball would be key for the Mustangs right here.
Having a long talk with Dennis Martin, the third base coach. He's set to go. Mustangs charging as bunt was shown. Pitch is in there for a strike, and the count at 0-1.
I think we might get these windows to blow off here in a second.
I'm just hoping like the deck doesn't collapse or something out here, Gary, or this will be my last broadcast.
Wow. This is crazy.
It's a good way to go out doing something you enjoy.
I think it's like tornado force winds here.
Counts at 0-1. Johns' pitch.
Strike 2.
They called it a strike, 0-2. Nobody out. Game-winning run on first for Uniontown in a 5-5 game. Johns facing Chandler Myers. And a swing and a miss.
So 1 out in the inning. And that's the 3rd time he's been able to get Myers, or the Mustang pitchers have been able to get Myers by way of strikes.
6 strikeouts for Johns. Every out he's recorded since he's come on in relief of Crouch has been via the strikeout. And now Braden Hinsey at the plate with a little chopper going here to second. Nothing routine here today, and the play is unable to be made by Evan Lyon.
That's a tough play all again, and it's hard to even make a call on that, whether that's a hit or an error. But
nonetheless, Hinsey on, and now Luke Gresh coming to the plate. One out here in the inning, and the game-winning run on second base in Martin. Now Gresh at the plate.
He's been bunting again. Whoa.
First pitch high. Good bring down there from Shoke, the catcher. John's the pitcher of record now for for Laurel Highlands, excuse me. 1-0 pitch. And inside again, and the runner's going to advance here for Uniontown as it got away from Shoke.
That ball was way inside again. It looked like it might have hit Gresh.
That's what I paused there for a second too, Gary. Wasn't sure if it clipped him or not.
That's huge, though. Moves the winning run to third base with one out.
Now the infield in for Laurel Highlands.
I thought it could have hit his bat, too.
I agree. 2-0 counts. Pitch misses low and inside 3, and I don't think it really hurts to walk him here. Because the only run you care about is over a third. You walk him, you can get a force out at home.
Yeah, but then you also bring the walk into play to lose the game.
Yep. 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4. That will load up the bases. And you'll have the spot now occupied by Caleb Bartok for Uniontown. Bartok struck out last time up.
Tough spot.
They put Kramer back in, though, Gary. So
yes, they did.
Adam Kramer back in.
Re-entry.
Yep. And Kramer was on in his first 2 plate appearances. Got on by catcher interference in the first and walked in the third. Bases loaded here. Uniontown trying to win it with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. He shows bunt. And the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
That's a little strange.
Yeah,
it wasn't a squeeze.
Especially the infield in and the bases loaded, and you need 1 run to win the game.
Got to make the play at home on that bunt, though, so that's not an easy play.
Showing bunt again, 0-1 pitch. That one missed high.
Could be the fake bunt for trying to get the walk.
He's got to throw strikes, though, if you're Johns. Now the 1-1 pitch, again showing bunts. They're going to call that a ball, so ball 2. As once again, Kramer pulled back.
He's not, I don't think he's trying to bunt.
No, this is just all strategy. He's going to show it again, 2-1 pitch.
He did try to bunt that ball.
Pitch is in there for a strike, and now the count's at 2-2.
Wow. I can't do that now.
Nope. 2 strikes, bases loaded. 1 out in the inning. Petrovic's spot due up next. Where's the ball?
Line drive to Vecchiola. He caught
it. Wow.
That was
I didn't see
huge.
where the ball was even at there, Gary, for a moment. Vecchiola caught it with the 2nd out of the inning.
Wow, line drive right at Vecchiola. No one got off far enough for a double play, but 2 outs now in the inning. Huge play.
It's just so hard, Gary, to
see anything,
and hear and everything out here. I mean, it is unbelievable. So we apologize. We're not picking stuff up. Carl was even telling me before the pitch, they were trying to call timeout. I think we have a Red Raider that's hurt down at third. That's Elam Martin. I don't know what happened to him. They were trying to call time, I think, even before the pitch that Vecchiola caught on the line drive because Martin was hurt. But again, you can't hear and you can't see out here, so.
I think he dove back into second, might have knocked the wind out of himself, back into third on that line drive. I think that's what happened.
So now at the plate, you got Petrovic. Dominic Petrovic for Uniontown, a chance to win it. First pitch is low from Johns, and the count at 1-0. 5-5, bottom of the 7th, bases loaded for Uniontown, now 2 outs. in a windstorm tonight at Bailey Park. Johns is 1-0 to Petrovic. This ball fouled off, count now 0-2. Johns an opportunity with the bases loaded, looking for a strikeout to send us to extras.
Good pitch there. It's tied up. Petrovic fouled it back, so 1-1.
No, you're right, 1-1. I thought we were at 0-2 for a moment. We're 1-1, correction. So Johns now the 1-1 to Petrovic, low and in the dirt, and a great block there by Shoke. Count though at 2-1, and again, nowhere to put Petrovic.
That ball hit 2 feet out in front of home plate, so great block there by Shoke.
Need strikes if you're Jack Johns. Easier said than done.
In these conditions.
Yes. 2-1 pitch. High. 3-1. And now a walk will end the game. Be a walk-off walk.
You would hate to see that happen.
So well played on both sides tonight.
What do we got here?
In extremely tough conditions.
Umpire.
Delay for some reason. Now the two umpires going to come and talk to one another. Scoreboard says 3-1. I initially thought there's 2 strikes early.
No, he missed the first one.
Missed it, okay. They're going to just confirm on that. It is 3-1. So here we go, big pitch, count 3-1.
I think Petrovic is in a take mode right here.
3-1 pitch, Johns to Petrovic, fastball low into the dirt for ball 4. It's a walk-off walk win for Uniontown.
You really hate to see that happen in this game for away, but Uniontown gets the win, 6-5.
So Petrovic, an RBI walk. Martin scores the game-winning run, and Uniontown wins it 6-5 tonight, Gary. And just a crazy back-and-forth game here at Bailey Park tonight.
Sure was, and it's like we say, you hate to see a game end like that, but hey, these conditions, it's really hard to have any kind of a semblance of, physical ability to do the things in this kind of wind.
Yeah, just crazy conditions tonight. Again, congratulations to the Uniontown Red Raiders, a 6-5 win as they walk the game off with a walk-off walk here in the bottom of the 7th inning at Bailey Park. Again, these two teams will meet again tomorrow over at Laurel Highlands High School, and Gary, you'll be with me for that one as well.
Yes, sir.
On the air tomorrow at 3:40 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, opening pitch set for 4 o'clock. Gary, enjoyed it as always.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to the Uniontown Red Raiders. They'll improve to 7-7 overall, 3-6 in conference play. The loss drops Laurel Highlands to 4-10 overall and 2-7 in the conference. I have to thank Carl Childs behind the camera, braving some tough conditions again with us tonight. Gary Frankhauser, along with myself, Brian Morozek. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Uniontown a 6-5 win over Laurel Highlands tonight from Bailey Park. So long, everybody.